Okay, I've had some of you emailing me wanting to know about a few problems on section 7-4 of the graphing, so let me go ahead and do a couple. Let's look at 14. Here's problem 14 in section 7-4. This is all about the degree of the top, guys, over the degree of the bottom. This one's already factored, and the degree of the top, there isn't one because there's no variable. But the bottom is a squared because I have two x's. Okay, so the top, because of what it is, if you looked in the book and the notes, it means I have a horizontal asymptote at the x-axis. Okay, my vertical asymptotes are whatever makes the bottom go to 0. Well, this one's already factored, so all I got to do is set these two equal to 0 and solve both of my factored equations of the bottom. So there are my two vertical asymptotes. So I'm going to put those in. I got one at -4, and excuse me, this is negative. It should be +1. Okay, so I'm going to put one right here, +1. And let me use my line here to draw it. And let me move that up a little bit. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 negative. And there's my other one. Okay, remember asymptote lines, your graph, your branches of your graph have to hug those lines but not cross them. Okay? Well, from here, guys, it's all now about a T-chart. Find what quadrant you're in, what's going on in each quadrant. Okay? So if you come out here and let's say if we don't, and I don't care if we're really super accurate on these, but we got to get them where we kind of know. So we're either going to be up in this region or down in this region. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 2. And I put that into my original equation is where I put it. So up here I'm going to have 5 over 2 minus 1 is 1. And 4 plus 2 is 6. So the bottom I got 1 times 6. So that's really 5, 6. So that means it's up here. Barely, but it is. Okay, so I know what's going on here. It's got to hug this asymptote, turn here, and hug this asymptote. And remember, if I had been here to help you even more, if you have a branch here, your other branch is not going to be here, and it's not going to be here. It's going to be over here. That's just the way they're designed. So I know I got another branch right here. Can I be sure of that? Sure. I could put in, if I want to, -5 into my T-chart, and I would get a Y value in the positive region up here. Okay, something's going on in the middle highway here, and we've got to find out what's going on there. Okay, so I need to find out, all right, is it hugging this? Well, it can't probably cut through. Probably not going to be up here. My guess is down here. But let's put a value in to be sure. -1 or -2. Let's go -2. And I put that into my equation. So I go -2 minus 1. That's -3. And -2 plus 4, that's 2. So now it looks like I got 5 on the top over -6. So at -2, I'm barely right there. Now, once again, I got a really good idea what these are doing because your graphs have to hug asymptote lines. So guys, they can't cut through this asymptote. That's like a wall. Okay, so it's going to hug this asymptote. It's going to turn here and pick up these points and quadrants. And I remember when I taught this in college, if you want, plot more in your T-chart. It's going to come over, turn, and hug that asymptote line. Okay? So that's problem 14.